reconnect. And I have a wreath here that I'm going to use. I love these wire wreaths. It also comes with its own wire, which is really nice. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make some of these beautiful herbal wreaths. Get myself situated here. When I was a young girl living on the farm, I didn't have money to have herbs and things like that, but I would go out in the meadow, the pasture ground, and find all kinds of different things like this. And I would take a coat hanger and I would make all of my own wreaths. This brings back lots and lots of memories. Alright, this is going to take me about 30 minutes, give or take, so I'm going to speed up this video. One thing about herbal wreaths, every time you make them, it's something different. Now I'm going to get a nice little bow on here. If you want them to look the nicest, you want to lay them flat for 2 weeks. So this is going to go in my kitchen and I'm going to lay it flat. But pair this up with a very vintage watering can or vintage kitchen items. You have yourself a really pretty primitive decoration. So many times I'm speaking for myself. So many times I get caught up in all the things that I have to do that I forget to take the time to do things that I really enjoy. In my videos, I share with you all of the things that I have enjoyed growing up as a married woman. I got married at age 17 and I never had many finances. Being raised in the Mennonite traditions, my husband took care of all the finances and we used money for things like building businesses, and we used money for investments. I never really had money to play around with and do things with, but I often wished I did. But as I'm older now, I realize that if I had all the money in the world, I would never come up with things like this on my own. And I don't think I would have had the joy that I do now. So while I was a young married woman, I often looked at my sister-in-laws who were what I would call women of the world. They had taken care of the finances and they would pay themselves very well each week, and they would be going to stores almost every day. I was very impressionable in those younger years of my life, and I realized that I was the one that was the lucky one and the one that was the blessed one, because I learned to do things, and I learned to do things in beautiful contentment. And I learned all of these things, and I remember on the farm, the home farm, we had a dumpster, and my sister-in-law would every month throw a lot of her stuff away because she would always get new. And these are fond memories of me today, rooting through those dumpsters and finding amazing things like all kinds of crafts. And to this day, I still have some of those items. So yeah, money doesn't buy happiness. Money does help a lot of things out. But really, when it comes to little things like this, I'm glad I don't have all the money in the world to buy it, because it's so much more satisfying in making it. This is my home away from home. It's always really cool in here because it's fairly dark. You're going to see a lot of videos coming up here of me working in this little cottage area. I have a lot of different cottage areas, and I'm not going to be having any more, or I'll be running out of space. But this is a little area I just love. So I come in here, maybe once every 2 weeks, and just clean it up, because cobwebs and things like that. This used to be a child's playhouse. It was our son-in-law's. He made it when he was 10 years old. Then it was a chicken house for many years. And now I converted it into a beautiful little area for me just to have fun and work on projects. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit here. I should have took my feather duster out here. Right now I have some rose water that is almost finished using vodka. So I do have to work on that here coming up really soon. I just love spending time in these little areas. It's just so much fun. In the wintertime, I will probably close the door. I don't know. I was going to say I'll probably close the door, but I love having oil lanterns in here. I know, oil lanterns in a wooden building like this. Oil lanterns are amazing. You just have to have common sense and be safe about them. But I just love being in here and just spending my time with all of you. If you would like to see what's on the other side of the camera, let me turn my camera around and show you. That's what I'm seeing from when I'm sitting here. I have my beautiful roses, and even though things are starting to die off and fall is in the air, we still have a lot of things that we can enjoy. These are the knockout roses. They bloom all year round. We just have to painstakingly take all the dead heads off of it 3 times a year, which takes a long time. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.